Hello, I'm here to guide you through Spanish Romance. I'd like to begin with the rhythm structure of the piece. The piece is considered a compound triple, and so every beat is divided into three equal parts, like a triplet. So for every beat, there's three notes, and for every measure, there's three beats. So it's a lot of threes going on in this piece. We start with playing the high B on the 7th fret here. And at the beginning of this piece, it's fairly easy because there's a lot of open strings. The open bass note of E, you have open B and open G. So those notes repeat a lot, and the melody is what changes on the first string. So the melody basically goes from B, which is the 7th fret, then it goes down to an A, a G, an F sharp, and then an E. So it's kind of like going down it's actually technically going down the E minor scale. So once you get there, then you are going to arpeggiate up the E minor chord, which is E, G on the 3rd fret, B on the 7th, and E on the 12th fret. You're going to stay here for a while, and then you're going to climb down the scale again on the first string, going E, D on the 10th fret. And although the music indicates playing the C with your 2nd finger here, I find it easier to land on this C, which is the 8th fret, with your pinky, because it's already set up to do the next part, which is going to require you to do a bar on the 5th fret, a half bar. So when I descend from the 5th measure, I like to land there so that I'm ready to play the next part. So the right hand pattern keeps repeating all the time, A, M, I, with the thumb plucking the bass note on the first beat of every measure. So even when the chord changes here, you're still using the A, M, I pattern, and you're doing a half bar there on the 5th fret, 5th position, and you are moving from note C, which is 8, B is 7, A is from your bar, and that's the 5th fret, and then you go back up. And then probably the most difficult part, I think, of the whole piece is the next part, where you have to bar at measure 9, you have to bar the complete fretboard, all 6 strings on fret 7, and you have to play a D sharp, which is going to be your middle finger here on the 3rd string, 8th fret, and your melody again is going to be changing on the 1st string. So while you're holding the bar and you're holding the D sharp, your melody will change from a B on the bar, C, which is the 8th fret. You're using your 3rd finger here to get that. Kind of have to scrunch your hands in there. And then in the 10th measure, you have to reach with your pinky to the 11th fret for that D sharp. And then you go back in the 8th and then 7th fret, C and B. So holding that bar and doing all that stuff is pretty tricky. You might want to spend a lot of time on this section because of the difficult level of it. Okay, so once you get past that, then you go to the beginning phrase again. It's very similar. Sorry. If you know how to make a B7 chord, you can even look it up on your chord charts or even online. you're going to basically make a B7 chord here. And so the pinky is playing the F sharp in the melody. You have an open B, and then your third finger is playing an A. And this guy on F sharp is going to be needed a little bit later. So you actually don't have to put it right away. Until here. And then your pinky is going to do a little extension from the 2nd fret to reach the G note. And then back to the 2nd fret again. So from 2nd fret to the 3rd fret, back to the 2nd fret. And then you're going to be back to your open strings again, with the bass now having the melody, which is going to play an E on the 4th string, a B on the 2nd string, a G on the 6th string, and then open E on the last measure. So it's going to sound like this.